Okay, everybody, we're back. Fallout 76's Wastelanders campaign. We're solving this mystery science theater almost. Well, not mystery science theater, but like old timey mystery I ordeal. What was that? Murder on the Orient Express, and there's like a new version of that coming out. Like it's murder on a boat. All right, time to you.
Ah, Overseer. I'm so glad you've stepped into this little mess of ours. I'm sure you'll resolve the matter swiftly. Oh no, there's a full medical staff. They're bandying about somewhere, as usual. I'm afraid I can't really comply with that request, Overseer. The reactor is under quarantine. The radiation could kill you. Very well. As long as you take all the necessary precautions. Here.
I feel like this is going to go a lot smoother because I can do every skill check. Oh, radiation rumbles up. Too bad I can't do that. Actually, I want to talk to the other guy first, too. Before we go in there. Where's the other guy? He's downstairs. I know it is. The doctor's guilty. I've done this before. Multiple times. Let's talk to you.
Overseer, huh? We'll see. Don't care what security says. Dr. Loris had no right to quarantine the reactor. Leaving Kellerman to die? Murder. That's all there is to it. I want justice, Overseer. Did they tell you how me and my crew scoured every inch of this vault looking for her? Yeah, that's right. Every loose access panel and every vent. You think I wanted anyone else to die? The only one here that cold-blooded is Dr. Loris. He proved that with Kellerman. Couldn't, could we? Only Loris and his staff have access once an area is quarantined. No. Half this vault thinks he did the right thing. You do anything to him now, that split will turn violent. I want him exposed. Prove to everyone that he's the bad gear in this vault's engine.
Ah, is that like a negative speech check? I can't read it. It's too small.
Loris put on a good show when he quarantined the reactor area. But what if more happened than folks remember? A few selective edits to the security recordings, and we can make sure everyone sees Loris for what he really is. Now, I can't just waltz into the security office. But you could, being the overseer and all. Just bring the holotape of the recording. I can make the edits myself. And thank you, Overseer. You are doing the right thing.
Alright, what should I do now? Let's go to the reactor.
Approach and identify yourself. Law
What was it, this way?
citizens will not be harmed.
Behold, the quad minigun. But it's unspec'd, so it's not very good, actually.
Thought as much. Nothing there after all.
Am I going the right way? I should really get the accelerated barrel for this thing. Only if it was faster rate of fire. Wait, did I just click out? I swear it told me to go this way. I should really look at what doors I click. Yeah, good thing I have Fallout 76 on an SSD, so it's not too bad to load in and out of places. Oh god, this game on the base Xbox One hard drive is oh my god, I don't know how you guys do it. If you have a base Xbox One, right? Its hard drive is so slow. It's so incredibly slow. I swear, games load faster on like the 360. I'm gonna chalk that up to the Power PC architecture, back when consoles were actually unique and not just PCs with custom operating systems. Because yeah, it's like, you go look at old... I'm gonna have a slight rant about consoles, but like, consoles are no longer really consoles. I mean, they're consoles, but they're not in the same vein. You know, back with the, you go look at, like, the Atari, kind of all the way up to the PS3 and Xbox One, and actually up to the Wii U. Right? The consoles had very unique hardware. Right? Consoles had very unique hardware. Alright? And that was different from PC. It wasn't something that you could have a PC with. Like you had I mean, some you did, some you didn't. Some consoles were almost some consoles used PC hardware. Other ones had like entirely proprietary
How
stuff.
can I help? I don't have a feud with Brass. He has a feud with me. I'm only doing my job, Overseer, looking out for the health of the vault. And I'm sorry to say that, in my medical opinion, the chief engineer is suffering from paranoia and revenge fixation. We can't let that fester. Oh, nasty business. But I'm not going to apologize for it. It had to be done. As doctors, we take an oath to do no harm. But sometimes, we have to choose between saving one life or saving several. Simple. You can authorize me to place the head engineer under medical supervision. A combination of chems and therapy will do the rest. There might be some protest, but I think our combined authority will keep that to a minimum. An ideal solution, Overseer. I'd expect nothing less from you.
Well, there's a bunch of random endings to this little mystery thing. So weird. There's barely any radiation in here.
This is Estella, Dr. Loris' assistant. I snuck into the reactor to help Kellerman, but there's not enough time. The reactor is going to go critical. I'm dosing Kellerman with enough right away so he can finish fixing it. But the radiation is going to get us. At least, the vault will be safe.
Unidentified intruder detected. Beginning search.
I don't think I ever did it that way. I think I went on a long, confusing thing to frame the
You
doctor.
have a question, Overseer?
All clear.
You found her? Poor lass. I'm guessing she didn't make it. Let's take a listen then. So she wasn't murdered. She was trying to save Kellerman. Two of them ended up saving us all. This is big news, Overseer. We take this to Brass and Loris, it could end the infighting for good. At once, Overseer! Everyone gather in the common area. We have an important announcement from the Overseer.
What's this about, Robinson? I have charts to update.
Maybe the Overseers finally decided to throw your murderous backside in jail.
That's enough! The Overseer has discovered what happened to Estella. This holotape proves she went into the quarantined reactor area on her own. She and Kellerman saved the vault.
They work together? Medical and engineering?
Oh, we've been fools, Brass. Bickering like two old men while the young ran off to solve our problems. It should have been us.
I actually agree with you there.
So that's it then? No more arguing? You'll both work under the Overseer's authority?
Yes.
Yeah. It's the right thing to do.
Good job. That's a solution any overseer should be proud for getting to. Everyone learns we have to work together.
Alright. I've never done that solution. I always frame the doctor for murder. I guess that's what happens when you're not really paying attention to the choices you're picking. Huh. Weird how not paying attention got me the best ending. I think that shows kind of how amazingly casual of a game Fallout 76 is. It is a casual game, which is fine. But you know, it's like, you have a lot of people playing this game that really want harder content. How do we get back? Oh, not this way. I'm not killing any of you robots. It's annoying to do that.
Identify yourself. Please take cover. Violence.
Alright, let's...
Well, it appears you passed the test, barely exceeding my low expectations of you.
That's a good start. Now just keep running and we'll call it even.
Your success is simply a reminder of the appalling standards I must now deal with. You are lucky. We grade on a curve. You are now an official graduate of Vault-Tec University, entitled to access to the restricted wing. Back down in the vault, simulation space is a maintenance area. It conceals a secondary room that I believe will have what you are looking for.
It was almost good to see you again, Professor Bott.
Yes, Overseer, I suppose it was. Congratulations on one of your residents passing the program. You must be proud.
Actually, I am. Afraid I don't have my old cap and gown to share with you. Hopefully, what we'll find in the restricted wing will be even better.
Okay, now to go find that restricted wing. You know, I realize I'm probably the least talkative LPer. Because, like, a lot of LPers can talk and talk and talk, and I go silent for a lot of it. Probably because of when I have to record these at, like, 12 to 1 p.m. Sometimes I'll go to 2, but I don't like going to 2 because it's a bit too late at night.
Area clear. Proceeding with search protocol. Area secure.
Why is this part resting for no reason? Huh. I should probably use something different. Because this is just wasting ammo. Because it's weak. But everything else is weak as well. Because I'm not spec'd. I can use this. This might be good. I don't have it fully upgraded either. Because I have to complete the Wastelanders campaign. Ooh. Big unused room. Because you never come back here. Yet it's a really cool location.
Welcome, esteemed members of Congress and our armed services, to a very special Vault-Tec presentation. Gold. This rarefied metal has been the backbone of trade since time immemorial. And in the event of nuclear war, this precious resource will once again become invaluable to rebuilding America's economic future. That is why Vault-Tec has been commissioned to build a different and very real vault. Named for the atomic number of the metal it will guard, Vault 79 will be the new home for all of America's gold reserves. Fort Knox will secretly be retired and emptied. Its gold bullion transported to the new vault, where it will be safe behind Vault-Tec's top-of-the-line automated security. Biometric recognition to verify authorized personnel. Sophisticated laser grid fields to ward off intruders. And, in the unlikely event of a breach, military-grade defensive turret systems built in partnership with our friends at Robco. All of this, along with Vault-Tec's signature lead-line containment walls, airtight construction, fusion-powered generators, and automated manufacturing facilities. Vault 79, a golden future for the America we all know and love. Brought to you by Vault-Tec.
Alright. There's that little presentation there.
For once, the rumor mill gets it right. There is a treasure in that vault. All of America's gold reserves. Even getting into the vault at all is gonna be a challenge. Let alone dealing with that buffet line of intrusion countermeasures. But the reward? Put aside the base instinct of hoarding wealth. What could we do with a vault full of precious metals? Just listen. As closely as you can. What has gold always been used for in human history? Money. We could create our own currency. One with a legitimate authority backed by a real resource. No more barter or wild, unregulated proxies. It won't happen overnight, but one day we could have leverage to create a new economy. Property rights, taxes, laws. A government. Our mission is to rebuild this country, remember? We were an economic powerhouse once. We could be that again. And it could start right here, in Appalachia. Of course it's about control. The control to bring order to all this chaos. Do you want to keep living in this wasteland? The American government, built on the American dollar, gave you your freedom. Not only that, it gave you protection, rights. If you won't do this for your country, then do it because we don't have a choice. People are gonna try to get into that vault. They'll die trying to get through security. They'll die fighting over the gold, even if they do get through security. And if keeping all that from happening isn't enough for you, then I guarantee you, there's other things in that vault to plunder. Things we don't want in someone else's hands. We can agree to disagree, but we're getting into that vault. We won't be able to do it alone. We need help. Even more importantly, we need people to buy in. See that gold as their future. Fortunately, you just made contact with two large groups of people who both seem to have their own talents. Appalachia isn't just ours anymore. We need people whose talents aren't covered in the Vault Tech training manuals. Look, talk to them both. See if they can help us. We can plan more once we know what all our options are.
Like, personally, I don't really care about any of the gold stuff. I mean... Well, we know our plan doesn't work, because, 150-some years in the future, life's still an apocalypse. Basically everywhere. West Coast, well, West Coast has the NCR, sort of restoring things, and then East, the other wastelands don't really have much going on for them. Oh, let's talk to you first. Like I said, I want to do all of their getting ready plans for both factions in this LP. But I think, I said we're gonna do it with the raiders, just because the raiders have better rewards, and the best reward for the settlers you get before you even go into the vault. Hello. Oh, I thought you could pick that up. You can't.
Got a vaccine that'll cure ugly. I heard blues.
I hate it when things get...
I think I'm gonna record an episode of the other LP I'm doing, the Wolfenstein. You guys really like that Wolfenstein LP. Like, it got pretty good views in comparison to this one.
Appalachia belongs to us. There ain't nobody that can prove me wrong. Looks like your little inoculation worked like a charm. We've established your usefulness, but don't mistake our gratitude for hospitality. Yet here you are, It tells me you're not here just to waste my time. You want something. And it must be important, else you wouldn't be barging in here like you run the place. Out with it. Well, if that don't pique my interest, please, go on. What exactly, pray tell, is inside this Vault 79? This is a fascinating turn of events, ain't it? The things I could buy with that gold. You know, I heard rumors about it round here. Of course, the last sucker who tried to use the location of the trove as a bargaining chip is still dangling from a wire outside as we speak. Liars get wires, you dig? So let's pretend for a moment I don't believe you. What you got to convince me?
That's only because nothing can get to her. You ever see a scorched or super mutant take an elevator? They're too stupid.
Can't push a button, but they can fire a gun? Ugh. You're either full of shit or you've been hanging out with Munch way too long.
You ain't wrong. Getting into one of them vaults sure would set us up for a while. Shit. You know I could just kill you and take this, right? You got a lot to learn before you can roll with us, 7-6. Oh, I like the cut of your jib. Maybe there is hope for you. Toss it up on the board and let's see what you got here. You want something? You take it. It's the only way to live. All right. Seems pretty legit. I assume you're coming to me because we got the skills to get into this here vault. But you know, we ain't gonna do this out of the goodness of our hearts, baby doll. Oh, no. I'm gonna expect a significant cut of the goods inside. So we're gonna have ourselves an agreement here, see? I supply the people power. You supply the location. We all get inside, we nab the goods, you get a nice fair little cut, and we all make out like bandits, you dig? Peachy. So, first things first. We gotta have a plan to crack that big-ass vault door wide open, right? Easy peasy, light and breezy. That's a job for Lucky Lou, our demo expert. If he can't explode it, then it ain't from this earth. Now, Lou can be a real shut-in, on account of his, skin condition. But I trust him more than just about anybody. Why don't you go see him in his room down below? Introduce yourself. Fill him in on the plan, then do whatever prep work he needs you to do, you dig? At least when it comes to dying. Lou's got a knack for cheating death. He was up in Pittsburgh, 70 years old when shit went down. They say a real honest-to-goodness A-bomb fell straight in his living room. Thing didn't go off. A dud. When the radiation came flowing down the rivers into the city, most died or went feral. But Lou, he survived. Changed, but with his mind intact. You get the picture. Aside from the fact Lou ain't exactly what I call a people person, he looks like one of them ghouls you see shambling around out there. Only he still maintains all the other stuff that makes us human. Don't worry, he ain't gonna bite. But some of the others don't much appreciate his appearance, so he keeps to himself. Works out, because he's a bit of a hermit anyway.
Walking all the way down there. Further south I go.
Right on, 7-6. Do your thing. Just try to keep this on the down low, alright? I don't want the entire camp knowing what's going on yet. Only tell who I say to tell, you dig?
Wendigos or other bullshit creatures will run into on the way down there. Count me out.
going strong at top of the world. I would have thought she'd just be busted scrap metal by now.
Only because nothing can get to her. You ever see a Scorched or super mutant take an elevator? They're too stupid.
Is it daytime out there?
But they can fire
You
a
can
gun.
lose track of time down here.
You're either full of shit or you've been hanging out with Munch way too long.
Alright, let's go Foundation and start Page's stuff. Because, yeah, it's best to do them both. More experience, get reputation with both of them, get all the rewards. No reason not to do both Raiders and Settlers quest lines, right?
See, you like the big guns. Pack a heck of a punch.
I do like how they commentate sometimes on what kind of weapon you're using. You know, because we're using big guns here.
I'm sore all over.
Speaking of that, energy weapons are getting a buff. There's gonna be a lot of balance changes coming to Fallout 76 over the next couple patches. Energy weapons getting a buff because they're reworking how that works. Apparently, legacy weapons are getting nerfed, which is going to be huge for balance. No longer will I say this, no longer will bad players have a instant win gun. And what else? You know, the game could still use a lot more balancing. I still feel stealth is too strong in this game.
Foundation. The Vault Dweller from 76. What is it? We're usually in the build, not break business. But sometimes you gotta demolish an old space, so... maybe. Why? Which vault are you talking about? Huh. Oh, I see. Interesting. Client was obviously paranoid about security. Lasers, turrets, super thick walls. This is about that treasure, isn't it? So it's not bull after all. It's in this vault, and you want us to help you get it. The real opportunity is what that gold can do for Foundation, for the people living here. Demoing a vault isn't just some routine work order, though. Gonna need some serious equipment to pull it off. Yeah, well, I mean, we could start thinking about the rest of this nonsense. Laser tripwires? How the hell are we gonna handle that? Oh well, one thing at a time. You get us a big enough drill, we can find the right spot to hit. Every structure's got its weak point. That's, the mining conglomerate, right? Yeah, that might just work. I'll start talking to folks about how we can crack the rest. You keep up your end, we might just be in business.
Whoa. Everyone can see her on chems.
Alright. Now we have both starting quest lines. So which one should we do first? The Raiders or the Settlers? Let's do the Raiders first, then I'll do the Settlers, and then we'll end it with the Raiders going into the vault. Or should I do Settlers first, and then just go Raiders all the way? Actually, let's do Settlers, because I've only done the Settlers once, and they have some fairly interesting lore, because you get to deal with some pretty interesting characters. So you... Search Hornwright. I'm mad, because I didn't know my camp isn't on this server. Oh, can't appear. And I'm gonna... mention this. I don't actually know how to use the multiple camp thing. I've never figured it out. I don't know how to activate the different ones. One day I'll figure it out, maybe. Not like I do camp building. Like, I don't build camps in this game. I tried once, and I was like, I don't wanna. Okay. Anything to get rid of. Facebreaker's pretty good. Mine doesn't matter. I need that. Quad minigun. Yeah, I need everything. And my stash box is full because this character was a mule originally. It has just tons of just stuff I need to sell or get rid of. Like that. That's great. That's a great weapon I could sell. Any. If you're on Xbox and you're a bloodied heavy gunner, you want that, make me an offer. Actually, subscribe to my channel. Actually, both channels, the Lord channel as well. I don't give it to you. Like, I don't care about legendaries too much, you know? It's like I have tons of them, but I'll give them away. 2 instigating ones. It's instigating explosive. That's a pretty good one. Oh yeah, I was using that as an experiment. I was like, what's this thing for? Anything I can get rid of. That's heavy, as well as only a 1-star, so I think I'm going to get rid of that. Quad, that's not bad. Any 1-star I'm going to get rid of, not the gutter, because that's like a special weapon. One stars. And we're gonna have 4 stars. I don't even know why we're getting 4 stars. Like, no content in this game is difficult enough to need a 4-star. Like, they've been really powering our characters up recently, right? Like, a lot. They've been, like, just powering our characters up with new weapons, you know, legendary perk cards, legendary power armor, new legendary effects. We're gonna have 4-star legendaries. So, unless they plan on adding really difficult content in the future, I don't know why they're doing this. Or a rebalance. Like, it's either... like I said, they're either going to be adding really difficult content in the future, which I don't think they are, because, like, nothing in this game has been difficult, right? The most difficult thing was removed from the game, and that was the vault raids. Right? Vault raids are no longer here. That was what was difficult. So unless we're going to get something like that, which I don't think we are, honestly, I think expeditions are going to be a general cakewalk. Like, you know, I think they're probably going to be on par with difficulty as daily ops, which are not difficult. I mean, I solo daily ops, you know, with a pistol build, so they're not that difficult. One thing that is interesting, right, is that, let's see. Oh, I'll talk about when we get there. Still in there. I don't know why. I thought people were leaving because I was talking in the thing. No. Also need to record more Insurgency Sandstorm. I'm working on another weapon comparison. It's been a while since I did the last one, because nobody watched it. Nobody watched the weapon comparison. I put a lot of... That's what I don't understand, right, with YouTube. I put tons of time into some of these videos, and they don't get any views. But then other videos I put no work into, right? Absolutely no work. I just press record and go, you know, like, just label them Fallout 76 gameplay, which I did for, 2 years now, 3 years now. Those got views for, like, 2019 and, like, early 2020. Those got, like, I think one has, like, 10,000 views. It's literally just labeled Fallout 76 gameplay of 2020. or 2019. But yet, you know, a thing I put work into gets nothing. I never understand that about YouTube. You know, I mean, one of my most popular videos on YouTube was a video I made in protest. All right, it's 10 hours of a black screen on YouTube. That is one of my most viewed videos. 10 hours of a black screen. I made that in protest because back when YouTube used to have different qualifications to get monetized, right? It was only you had to have 10,000 views. That was it. That's all you had to have. 10,000 views and you could get monetized. Well, I got that. Right? Actually, I had like 800,000 views. I had no idea how to get monetized, so I could have got monetized a long time ago. And then YouTube changed it to where you needed 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, which kicked me off of that program. So I made this 10-hour long video, and that's just a protest. Still on YouTube. It's just 10 hours of nothing. What's this do?
User detected. Connecting. Connection.
That was supposed to do?
Debug process initiated. Attempting to make contact with primary transponder signal. Primary transponder signal not found. Senior Executive Daniel Hornwright not found.
Use the terminal.
Failsafe procedure initiated. Searching registered location logs for recent signal detection. Recent signal detected at Hornwright Estate safe room. Proceed to the location to complete failsafe procedure. Hornwright Estate and safe room access cards are required for entrance. Motherlode follows.
Find the Hornwright Estate keycard. I can try to do that. Didn't I have that? Once? Don't fully remember. I recovered. I'm not running. That's not good. Here's the thing, Bethesda. I don't know which one goes where. And wasn't it just on the desk? Yeah, it's weird. There's one right there. It was pointing me to the wrong direction. Weird. £2 over. What am I carrying? Oh, wait, do I have a blight? Light radiation. No. I don't need the carry weight booster. I can get rid of that. Do anything? No. Do I have... there we go. Hey, now we're good. Where am I going? Ah, place I haven't been. Even though you go there as part of the Sheep Squatch questline, which I haven't done on this character. I haven't done a lot on this character. Ugh. Fast travel. Let's see, if I received any YouTube comments on the secondary channel. I always like looking at that. I can look at that on my phone. Though I lost my tablet. I used to have a tablet. I would use that instead of a because I only have one screen on my computer instead of having a double screen set up, and I would just use the tablet as like a second screen. Except now, I don't know where the tablet is. I gotta find it. Zoop. Open that up. These are weird. These are mansions, and they're designed this way apparently so that they will not be affected by a nuclear blast. Which I don't think is actually a thing. Though there are a lot of weird buildings in West Virginia. West Virginia has a gun show every once in a while, inside of their National Guard armory.
Invalid credentials. Access denied.
Darn. Is it amazing how it's been 47 minutes and we've accomplished barely anything? That's this game. The content in this game takes a while. It's not very complicated content. But it is interesting. Some of it. Oh. Why did you tell me the wrong location, game? Why does the game do this? Why does this game need a lot of fixes and yet it doesn't have the manpower because they're working on Starfield and the other Elder Scrolls 7, 6? Whatever the new Elder Scrolls is gonna be. Which, oh my god, like, the coming years are gonna be good for RPGs. If you are an or especially an Elder Scrolls Elder Scrolls style fan, oh, we're gonna have Elder Scrolls, whatever, Avowed, and Wayward Realms, and there's actually more. There's actually some other games that. So yeah, we're gonna get some good stuff.
Identify yourself.
Some good stuff.
Law-abiding citizens will not be
I swear it pointed me over here before.
abiding citizens.
That was minigun. While you are a very cool weapon, you are not very strong. Could use a buff.
Alert level elevated.
Ground. Like, it's telling me to go to the ground floor, but then it will tell me to go back upstairs. I don't understand this. What? Look. Where's it telling me to go? Back up there. No, I'm just gonna go back up there. I'm gonna ignore the waypoint. You know, do this old Morrowind style. Just go on what my gut's feeling. Top floor. Alright, told me to go out here before. I have to look this up. I mean, it's been 50 minutes. I think I'm gonna end it here. Look up what's wrong with this quest. Maybe there's key. No, I need a key card. Yeah, it's been 50 minutes, so I'm gonna end it here. I don't want another hour-long video. At least not yet. Maybe we'll do the entire, like, vault, like, without stopping. T45 motion assist servo is just sitting there. Yeah, everybody, you need power T45 motion assist service. No, T45 isn't really used, but... Remember, if you're shooting at a Mr. Handy or a Mr. Gutsy, shoot at the thruster. It does more damage. I mean, not when your weapon's not spec'd, but... The mole miner treasure hunters used to spawn in here whenever they would do that event, and then they removed them from spawning inside because people were getting them too easily. Though I think this counts as an outside area. Oh, that's an Assaultron. Alright, I'm gonna end it here, because, yeah. Die! Let's see, if I use a stim pack, no, it will not prevent you from dying. Alright, see you later. Bye.